Right, so today we're going to change the colour of this Mk5 Golf. So we're going to give it a rub down, get it stripped, and then we're going to change it to a dark grey. So we'll see how we go from there. So even though it's looks alright-ish at the moment, we've got a couple of gazebos to put up around it, because you never know, it might rain. We've just got a couple of these from Tesco's, 50 quid. So it's enough to cover the car. So we'll get these set up and we'll go from there. That's backlights out. They're out. Bonnet up. Gonna get these lights out. Turbo diesel. All the way, boy. So we just took the bonnet off. There's the old one, we took that one off. It's not too bad, but it's all bent and everything. So, got another one off a mate down here. It's a silver one. Just got it on top of here, which is a lot straighter. It needs cleaning up. We're going to rub it back and give it a spray and whatnot. I'll just show you. Last night, not the best, but I just whacked a bit of paint on here, just to give you an idea of what colour we're going. We're going to go for this first, and then maybe at a later date do the roof a green or the wheels or something like that. Maybe something like that. So I've just gone around with this thin masking tape, getting it right in the gaps and one of it before we put the newspaper over the windows. He's wanting to take the door skins off and redo them because the finish on that well. But yeah, we just took these wings off because there's only a couple of screws. Only held on with a couple of screws along here. Had no arch liner on, as you can probably tell, because it's cold as shit. So we took them off and we're going to do them separately. Mirrors off next. They should just unclip, I think.
Yeah, they're meant to.
Hopefully. There we go. Hopefully they'll just pop off. It's laughing at you now.
Laughing, mate.
Mirror's laughing at you.
That's a little bit. Maybe forget your trim tools. There we go.
There we go. That's that off. Right, we've got these bags this time. Instead of getting newspaper, we thought we'd give it a go with these bags. First time we use the bags. So we'll see how they go. Rob's just giving them a trim before we stick them down. So just take that off. And then we've gone around here. If you get it comes on like this bag that we've got, it's got like a bit of tape on the top. So you just run it along, it goes up and around. Obviously because we took the door skin off. Good thing about it is you can just throw it over the mirror, and then I've just wrapped some tape around it. Now I know I said we were going to take the lights out, but to be totally honest, I couldn't be arsed, so I just threw a bag over it, put some tape around it. That's right enough, just to stop a bit of overspray. So you're only really going to be spraying from the A-pillar up over the roof, and then that'll be the rear. So, and then these are going to be done. Probably just do them there on the ground, to be honest. Got nowhere else to do it, so we'll just spray these in the lane like this. See how it turns out. It doesn't have to be absolutely mint, obviously, which it's not going to be. But right, we finally finished putting the plastic over the windows. So the next job is we're going to, like Bob's doing here, we've just got this pad. We're just going to give it a bit of a rough up. And then we're going to go around with the panel wipes, and then hopefully she'll be ready for paint. Right, so just decided we couldn't cast with it. Taking too long, losing too much time. So I broke out the sander there, so we're just going to go around it and take the waste off with it. Right, just been going around just with a bit of sandpaper in the crevices and whatever. Just trying to give it a bit of a ruffle before we give it a clean off. So since we started, it's probably about 3 hours in since we brought the car down. So this is the time consuming bit, but we're getting there. I just saw Robbie crack on with it. I'm going to start getting on the panel wipes and following them around. So we just got some fast drying degreaser and some bit of kiss and roll. Going to lash a bit of that on. Do a bit of that. Get on there, get the dust off, following them around. Get things moving a bit, hopefully. Right, the rubbing down took a lot longer than what we thought, but anyway, it's kind of done now. That's the colour. So it's pretty dark. Well, it's very dark. But it should look alright when it's on. So we're just going to fill the gun and just go for it. In case anybody's wondering, this is the actual colour. It's actually, you know, the paint that they use for covering the pipe work and stuff on a Hitachi ticket, that grey. Just had a load of it knocking about at work, so we thought we'd do it in that. So there you go. Right, finally ready for a bit of paint, I think. Just trying to set this one up, get it something like. So we've got the first coat on. We just got some of that stuff on it, that degreaser on there. Just clean the lights up while we're waiting. Moved all the panels into the back. Just going to rub these up a bit, do a bit of panel wipes, and then we're going to hit them with the grey. Time for a brew. Second coat going on. Silver bonnet on the floor. So we've got a few more panels to do now, and then we'll get it back together and see what it looks like. Right, well, we've painted everything. All the plastics are done. So it's getting a bit late in the day now, so we're just going to leave these to dry and put them back on tomorrow. And then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all back together and finished. Right, well, here we are. We're a couple of days later on. Obviously got all the panels back on, because it's back out on the road. Just thought I'd give you a walk around, show you how it turned out. We're pretty pleased with it. Obviously we've got the door handle to put on that bit of trim because we did them last. Just give them a bit of extra time to dry. We're pretty pleased how it turned out, really. All seems to match pretty well, considering we did it in Rob's back lane. So, but we're thinking of adding a bit of colour, maybe do the wheels or the roof, or a couple of stripes over it or something like that, or maybe a pinstripe down the side. Have you got any ideas? If you've got any ideas, or you've got any advice you want to give us or whatever, just drop it in the comments below and we'll see what we can do. So that's about it from us, so we'll see you in the next one.